In the East, there is a more collective pressure to conform to the society's standard, while in the West, there is a collective pressure to look not influenced by the society's standard. Hi guys, I'm Jennifer, the Culture Doctor. Welcome or welcome back. On this channel, I talk about culture-related topics, especially when it comes to the culture comparison between the East and the West. Today, we talk about beauty standards. Have you ever seen someone on TikTok or Instagram and thought, wow, that's beautiful, but that wouldn't be trending in my country? Why beauty standards aren't universal? They change depending on culture, history, and even who holds power. In this video, we are unpacking how beauty ideals in East Asia and the West are widely different, and more importantly, how patriarchy, status, and society shape them. Let's start with makeup, the most visible form of beauty expression. In Western beauty culture, especially in places like the UK, the US, makeup is about confidence, impact, and hyper-gender identity. Think sharp contouring, bold brows, dramatic lashes, and sultry lips. And the message, own the room. In East Asia, especially Korea, Japan, and China, the current vibe is delicate and subtle. Clean and fine lashes, soft brows, gradient lips, pink cheeks, and dewy skin. The goal? Look youthful, baby-like, approachable, and fresh. It took hours to achieve, but it looked like they just woke up like this. What I want to say is that these aren't just stylistic choices. They reflect different ideals of femininity. One emphasizes presence and boldness. The other prioritizes softness and purity. Plastic surgery exists everywhere, but how we talk about it, that's a different story. In Korea, plastic surgery is so common. It's seen as self-care, maybe even a smart career move. It's not unusual for teens to get double eyelid surgery as a graduation gift. You are often expected to submit photos with job applications, so your looks become part of your resume. Meanwhile, in the West, procedures like Botox or filters are often done behind the closed doors. Although these days it is slowly changing, celebrities and influencers are more open about it, and plenty of young people are getting them. But still, there is still a stigma, a sense of don't ask, don't tell. Why? In the East, there is a more collective pressure to conform to the society's standard, while in the West, there is a collective pressure to look not influenced by the society's standard, to look like they are satisfied with the feature they were born with. Interesting. In East Asia, skin products are focused on lightening, but in the West, people spend a lot of money on fake tan. Why? It comes down to social status and expectations. In East Asia, fair skin historically meant you stay indoor a lot, which means you're not only wealthy, no need to work in the field, but also means you're more baby-like, needs more care, and not so empowered to go out much. The rise of baby skin culture in East Asia is pushing women towards aggressive skincare routines or face filters for selfies. Smooth, poreless, fair skin isn't just a trend, it's a standard. In Western countries, like the UK, tan skin often means you have money and time to go to travel or sunbathe. Well, to be honest, in the UK, there aren't much sun in winter. Tan skin is associated with independency, health, freedom, and leisure. The rise of tanning skin culture is pushing women to risk their health to get more tan and using excessively amounts of tanning products on a daily basis. Now you see, the world is as irony as it is. What's considered elite in one culture is low status in the other. Now let's talk about eyes. There's a big misconception that Asian women want bigger eyes to look like more Western. But here's the thing. Large eyes and pale skin have been considered beautiful in East Asia long before colonization, long before America was discovered even. Procedures like double eyelid surgery or agusa, which was called in Korea. It means add a little bit of fullness under the eye to look more youthful. This reflects a love for cuteness and softness. Again, baby face. Currently in Korea, Japan, and China, wide, rounded eyes with the soft outer corners, like open corner in the outside of the eye, are considered ideal. In the West, it's about definition, sculpted socket, upturned corners, bold lashes, big lashes. But they both share one thing though. The bigger the eyes, the better. It's like a global beauty language. A well-defined, slender nose is considered attractive in both cultures, but what that means varies. In East Asia, especially China, the current trend is a slightly curved bridge and a gentle tip. It's the bridge that curves a little bit on the top and with a very gentle tip. This is influenced by celebrities. In Korea, however, a lower bridge is becoming more popular. Like on the side, the bridge is quite low there, not raised. This is possibly a reaction to overly sculpted trends previously. Meanwhile, in the West, small pointy noses are still the norm, although there is a growing acceptance for natural variations. What they share in common though, they both like small noses, almost like the smaller the better. Interesting. Jawline is a feature that's getting aesthetic attention everywhere nowadays. In East Asia, especially Korea and China, there is a growing obsession with a rounded jawline, thanks to the filters. Like the jawline is going down from there without any corners on the side. The jawline needs to be clearly defined, rounded without any edges. Strong or square jawline are considered a big no-no on women, considered more masculine. Western ideals, on the other hand, embrace a sculpted jaw, high cheekbones, sharp angles, and a jawline that pops. The interesting part, in both East and West, jawlines now symbolizes youth, fitness, attractiveness, but again through different aesthetic filters. Overall, currently in East Asia, there is a white, thin, young beauty standard dominating, yet the ideal didn't appear out of nowhere. In essential, it's tied to a deeply patriarchal history that equates beauty with obedience and control. White equals purity, means not going out much, didn't see outside much. Thin means fragility. Young means innocence and submission. It creates a fantasy rooted in traditional gender roles. A woman who looks gentle, passive, and easy to manage. In contrast, Western ideals, especially modern ones, lean more towards independency, individuality with hyper-gender identity. Women are encouraged to be strong, bold, and sexy, to enhance their gender features. Don't get me wrong, it's still patriarchal, the part of enhancing their gender features, but the expression is different. Here's the tricky part. In both cultures, we often say beauty is a personal choice. Really? If your entire society rewards one look and punishes the other, is it really a free choice? Really? In East Asia, not conforming to beauty norms can mean judgment at work or even unemployment, bullying at school or even by family members. And in the West, not meeting certain beauty expectations can lead to social exclusion, dating biases, or even being deemed as unpolished. The system teaches us what to want and then tells us it was our choice. In the age of global media, especially TikTok, YouTube, and K-pop beauty standards are starting to blend. Westerners try out Korean glass skin routine. Asians go for fox eyes and contour. But even as styles mix, the underlying issue remains. You may be copying a trend from across the world, but you are still being shaped by approval, status, and gaze. Whether it's the male gaze, the social gaze, or the Instagram algorithm, it's still about being seen and liked. Here's the bottom line. Beauty isn't evil. Wanting to look good isn't wrong. It was never wrong. The problem starts when beauty becomes a requirement, especially for women, and when it's used to reinforce inequality. Whether it's pale skin in Seoul or tanned abs in Los Angeles, the pressure to be beautiful is real. But the power comes when we start asking. Let's ask, who benefits from our insecurity? Who profits when I feel I'm not enough? And most importantly, do I actually like this? Or am I just afraid not to? The truth is, power and freedom comes with self-acceptance, not when you follow a checklist. So now I want to hear from you. What beauty standard have you felt pressured by? And how did you deal with it? Drop a comment. I also made videos about horror movie and dragons comparisons between the East and West. I will link them down below. Subscribe for more cultural deep dives. See you!